Welcome to the Vital Vagina, where we delve into brave and crucial conversations about the womb and feminine power. This podcast is not just for people with vaginas. We all come from the womb, and there is much for everyone to learn from this place of deep wisdom. I'm your host, Dr. Danielle Cornelius. I'm a chiropractor and holistic pelvic care provider. I've been working in the feminine healing realm for nearly a decade, and I am honored to bring this work and these stories to light. To kick off this podcast, I wanted to provide an initial episode to give some context as to what Vital Vagina even means and what this podcast is going to be all about before we really delve into the conversations that we're going to have. So my intention with this podcast is to have crucial conversations with lots of different people about feminine power. The podcast itself is not at all intended to be just for people with vaginas or wombs, but we will be centering those topics. However, it should be obvious that this conversation actually impacts everyone because this is where we all come from. I think we kind of forget that piece of the puzzle when we're talking about issues related to vaginas, wombs, pregnancies, sex, all that good stuff. We also have a tendency to diminish anything labeled feminine or that seemingly feminine, whether you call it that or not, in our culture. And so both the female body and feminine energy have been highly suppressed and disregarded. And so my intention with this podcast is to elevate those things and to have crucial conversations about it. I'm also very aware of how politicized the vagina is. When I first started doing this work, and by the way, I'm a chiropractor and a holistic pelvic care practitioner, so I do body work. I do body work that helps people release tension and bring flow, essentially, to put it simply. And in chiropractic, we focus on the spine. With holistic pelvic care, we are focused on the tissues of the actual vagina itself. And I've been doing this work for many years, and I've had an opportunity to sit with many, many, many women who are holding so much trauma and emotion and pain and lineage and so many things in their deep in their pelvises, which is why so many women have menstrual issues and why birthing is such a hot topic. And there's just a lot that this body type goes through. And there's a lot that we're learning how to unlearn about what we think about how we treat this type of body. And so that's really where the focus of Vital Vagina is intended to be. When I first started doing holistic pelvic care, I would have considered myself a non-political person. Just because I wasn't that interested in it. But over the years, and as I've gotten older, I've started to see that things that I actually care a lot about and feel most in alignment with end up being political issues. And doing work in the vagina specifically, I have constantly come across the political issues that come along with vaginas. So this space is also intended to be a brave space where we have lots of different conversations and are open to different ideas and learning how to navigate this world. So with that, I hope you enjoy the conversations. I'm really excited to bring a lot of these conversations to light. Women talk about this stuff in circle or in private, and more, it used to be that we would only suffer in silence with these things. And then we started circling up and talking about it, at least with each other. And now I feel like it's a really important time for everyone to be part of these crucial conversations. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your open mind. And please feel free to get in touch with me anytime with questions or comments. You can find me at vitalvagina.com.